Jonah, we hit 125 million NFTs this week. It's only 3 weeks after we hit 100 million, so things are really picking up pace on AtomicHub.
Yeah, it's quite quite incredible to see, and I mean, to be fair, it doesn't mean that everything has grown by 25% and everything is 25% larger. It just means that a few projects have been minting a lot of NFTs, but nevertheless, it's a good milestone, and it just shows what is possible on this technology, and that that a project could even conceivably think about minting millions of NFTs without going bankrupt. That's I think pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And hey, at this rate, we'll be hitting 150 million, 200 million relatively soon. So let's see. So what have we been working on this week?
Yeah, so sort of a lot of things, but not a lot of releases. I think the one big thing that we released, or sort of big thing, was our sort of more advanced bulk selling, where you can now like list multiple NFTs at once and like automatically set the price to, for example, the current lowest market listing, just making it a bit easier. But this sort of is still a smaller feature. The bigger things that we've been working on are the new profile page. Still the NFT creator, of course. Like I'll just mention that every single week from now on, and as I've always done. And then also the launch calendar, which I'm not sure if I've mentioned it on the AMA yet, but obviously you do a weekly launch calendar on NFT Insider where you just outline what NFT drops will be happening that week. And we want to embed that properly on AtomicHub so that it's really easy to keep track and to know what's going on. So we've been working on that, and this is something that should hopefully not take too much longer to actually release.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And I'm very much looking forward to that coming out. I think it's going to be the schedule's what NFT Insider was built on, really, and to have that on the AtomicHub homepage and have ways for collectors to better track what's dropping. It's going to be fantastic. So yeah, really looking forward to that. One change we have made this week is a slight tweak to the memos for trade and buy offers. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So I mean, it's sort of this cat and mouse game between malicious users and us, where we're obviously trying to protect our users, our good users, our friendly users, and these malicious users are trying to find ways to somehow exploit that. What we've been seeing are like sort of phishing links being shared in trade memos. We've just done like a cheap, dirty fix of, I believe, like removing dots and slashes from the memo, which sounds kind of weird, but it's actually a pretty good way to combat like these URLs, because if you just do like automatic URL detection, then what will happen is just that they, I don't know, put a space in between, or write it out a bit differently. This is like, this just continues the cat and mouse game. Now we've hopefully stopped that sort of angle. Obviously that can't be the long-term permanent solution, but I think it's decent quick fix.
Yeah, for sure. And knocking out all the URLs definitely prevents those phishing links from being clicked, and all the other malicious attempts. So that's like you said, it's cheap and dirty, but it's a nice quick fix, and it allows us more time to kind of work on more permanent solutions. So yeah, that's great to see. I guess a quick update from myself. We spoke, it was either last week or the week before, about DYGYCON 8. The wax presence amongst the projects for DYGYCON 8 is set to be pretty huge compared to DYGYCON 7. So I think DYGYCON 7 there's about 12, 13 wax projects. Through various chats I've had, looks like it's going to be way over 20 this time, split across multiple expo halls. So we're going to have our expo hall at the next event. It's about 4 or 5 weeks away, so we've still got plenty of time, but yeah, expect to see some familiar faces, some new projects there as well. And yeah, all the fun and excitement from DYGYCON 7, but just with more people, more events, and more of everything. So you've got that to look forward to. That's on March the 18th to the 20th, so quite some time away. And just a quick update on hiring. Of course, we mentioned hiring the last AMA. We've had quite a few applications, so thank you to everybody who has applied, and of course we're sorting through those for the time being. I know on the NFT Insider side, we've had quite a few writers apply or express interest. We've had quite a few editors, video editors, audio editors also apply and express interest. And if you have applied, we'll get back to every one of you. So if you've not heard back from us yet, then just sit tight. I will get round to them. But yeah, fingers crossed that allows to, not just for NFT Insider, but for all aspects of AtomicHub, really sort of ramp up what we're doing throughout Q1 this year and beyond, and allow us to have a bright and successful year. So fingers crossed all of that process goes well and we can accomplish our goals together. Jona, your internet dropped out there for a moment.
Yeah.
But we are at the end of this Atomic AMA, so thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you.